Alright, so let's do as I was told and set the time to whatever I want. And, you know, it did say to set it to my favorite time, so let's go 5? 5, you know, that's when you finish work, that's when you get to go home. Favorite time. 5 p.m., your favorite time of day. Or could simply not resist giving me the correct time again. Not quite the correct time, no. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. I do enjoy it quite a lot. I did for the past 2 times. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 5 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 5 p.m. to the current time? The current time is 7:45, so it's quite accurate. It's only, what, 3-ish hours away? You know, I can just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Me too. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Aww. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard, yeah. Let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. So this is actually my 3rd time booting up the game. The first time it opened in full screen mode, which means I couldn't record it because I can only record windowed mode, and I had to get into the game and mess with the settings, and then I recorded the first 4 episodes. Then I realised I never took a screenshot of the game to make a thumbnail with, so I loaded up the game again, and that's where you got that very first intro bit where it told me next time you load up the game to put in your favourite time. And now, of course, we have we have this time loading up the game, which is, yeah, that brings us to now. Hi guys, welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Achievement unlocked. Welcome back. Alright, well, I guess we'll continue like normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's been a while since I recorded the first 4 episodes, since I did them all in bulk, so I'm not going to remember the exact dialogue, but I'm already feeling like it's different. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Oh gosh,
When
this room.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. I want to go back to the storage room, and we get there by going this way. Right? Right. Or have I misremembered things?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Or am I thinking the escape route? I think I'm
Coming
thinking
to
the
a
escape
staircase,
route, right?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go back to escape and continue with what that one's got hidden for me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I keep looking around the office, hoping to see something that might have changed, but I don't think anything does. And that's
Yet
also...
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
That's also the same script the narrator has said before. I'm wondering if this is a total reset of everything. Surely it's not, though. Maybe it doesn't remember what I did last time I played? That'd be interesting. The narrator's memory gets wiped between play sessions. Okay, so we've done all that we
Stanley
can.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
In the mind control facility, so we're gonna go escape. Does that look different? I must be going mad. I thought that was more of a yellow carbody
Although
look
this
before.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Eee. Don't remind me.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I am indeed. You know, if this doesn't wield anything, I'm probably just gonna cut it out. Here we are. Alright. We're back with the female narrator now.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
There were definitely
When
some rooms
every
I
path
missed.
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Like, for example, going this way. This is a way I never went before. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Huh. Yeah, definitely the middle one being the more, I guess, finished version? These look like they've still got the old textures. Right? And then, wow, that's a very stark contrast. No, I love the way the boss's office looks. It's very, contrasting. That's what I'm looking for, compared to the rest of the office. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Wow. What's done there? I can't read it, and I also can't jump, as we've already been told by the achievements. Is there a way down there? There is. Alright. The lounge. Yeah, I remember the lounge. Mind control facility and the escape. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Ooh. Did you hear that?
Now then, this elevator for sure would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Stanley stood on the roof.
Not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear that.
Pushed the big red button.
That's fun. Narrator outtakes. I love that. Okay, that's all there was here. Let's go back up this way. I want to make sure I get more rooms this time instead of just following the linear path. And, oh wait, we're right back here. Okay, good. Exit. Yes, exit. Let's go this way though. Oh, that's very Portal. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Cool. I'm loving this little information area. It's a whole part of the game. Wow. We've already been and looked through all that. What about here? Oh, it's our office. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. 13? Not 30. Oh my gosh. Hey, we have a mug. We've read that mug before. And then this one looks a little bit more familiar. And then, of course, this one being the most familiar for obvious reasons. There's not much difference between the two of them. I think it's just got more clutter. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, I think we've searched all the rooms that I am willing to go and look for. So let's head to the exit. And turn off the Stanley Parable again.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time...
And so, we begin the game again. Let's continue on, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, maybe I was a bit crazy last time thinking that the intro had changed.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Today, we're going to continue our chaotic evilness and disobey the narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley's but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Which we, of course, ignore. Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Remember this sign? We're about to get ourselves a $5,000 fine.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Haha.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. How you gonna prove it, bud? Mr. Narrator Man? No buckets past this point. I wonder what that means. What are all these doors? They're not the office numbers anymore. They've got letters involved.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
If only we had a key card, a lot more doors would be open to us. Now, as I said, we're going to continue chaotic evil and go for blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I heard you well, but I'm going for blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Haha!
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, that was weird. Whoa.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Look at those
Broken
assets.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Oh.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
That ceiling light is a little bit broken. Oh, the doorknob's not there. Well, clearly he wants us to now go through that door. So how about we oblige what he said before and go through this one? Wow. Okay then.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It benefited quite well, actually.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
I didn't go through the third door, though.
It's instinct, mostly. A calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Can I change
You
my
can't
mind?
teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. That's a lot of people and information. Stanley, that's me. 427. You're objectively ranked. Oh my gosh. We are at the very bottom. Why not ask some friends for help? Error. Friends list empty. Actually, I have about 2 people on my friends list. Thank you very much. This is your superior. A dead rat. I've been definitely not playing the game for that long either. Well, okay, that's fun. I don't know what you want me to do though, other than go through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
not really. Honestly, not incredibly unwanting to go through the door, but not very wanting to go through the door either.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Oh, no,
Perfect.
of course.
Let me boot it up.
Sure, let's go.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
It's a shame I have no maternal instinct.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done.
Toasty.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
All right.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Somebody else's game it is. Whoa.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Is this Firewatch?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Wait, that's the Minecraft door sound. Is that what it's called, Firewatch? I know what this game is. I've never played it before, though. It came out a while ago. But yeah, I recognize the game. Wow, that's why it took so long to load, huh? Supplies for 2 forks? Alright, gotcha. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna keep referring to it as Firewatch, but obviously, yeah, correct me in the comments if you actually know what it's called. Oh, this game's really cool. Yeah, there's its logo. Alright, well, let's go through the Minecraft sound door. It's very windy out here. Oh, there's a little... Is that a porta potty down there? Or I guess an outhouse? What did the narrator want me to do? Oh. Damn, can't get past these gas canisters. Okay, let's go the other way then. Can't believe the narrator swore at me. Probably the first swear word to ever be on my channel. And it was the narrator. I'm not gonna censor it. This channel isn't made for kids anyway.
Oh no.
Wow.
No, it can't be.
How pretty. What's wrong, narrator?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Chauncey's like, I don't know what?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No.
I really wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No, I'm trying to squeeze through the
Preferably
gap.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh no, I can't get through. Oh, but this game looks so pretty.
I think this
I wanna go
will be
explore.
just the thing.
Whoa.
Wonderful.
Rocket League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
Rocket
box
League.
for you to run around in.
Oh, it's actually
there
got the
isn't
name.
any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Also a game I've never played.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is
We
this
play
game
football.
sports ball?
Stanley,
I think it's
sports
sports ball.
Yeah,
Oh, what
sports
fun.
ball.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Can that be orange?
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Whoa, that is a big ball. What is this? Oh, I can suddenly go so fast. Nyong. Okay, get into your goal.
Are you winning? Is
Yes,
this fun?
I'm winning.
Is
Oh,
it better
okay,
than
I'm
my
missing.
miserable little story
also-
that I worked so hard on?
Missing.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I
get the
realize
ball
I'm
back,
not
get
a
the ball back.
sportsologist, but if one
Up the
ball
side.
generates a certain
Hey.
amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
That would be quite pleasurable,
I'm going
yes.
to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Yes, multiple balls. Hey, this one's
Yes.
directly in
Oh,
line.
goodness, that really does feel amazing,
Shoot it
doesn't
straight down.
Stanley, I'm like a
Whee!
child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Come on, let's try and
More
get a goal.
balls.
Yes. I'm kind of scared one of them's gonna land on me. Pew. I've never played Rocket League, but I know the basics of football, right? You just gotta just get the ball in the goal. That's all you gotta do.
Are you
Get it
enjoying this, Stanley?
in the goal.
Are you having fun?
Yeah,
Is this a real video game?
that's so great.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What? No.
That's
Oh.
right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
Could have played that for
You
hours.
get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without
Fine.
rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm
Let's go
leaving.
myself.
See how you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you're...
Uh-oh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Well, you were gonna leave me anyway. Oh my gosh, I suddenly feel so alone. We found ourselves in this very broken area of the game. So we were playing Rocket League, right? And I thought I might be able to score myself, you know. Since he took away all the balls, I just went in the goal myself, and may have found down a hole, and the narrator's a bit mad at me. He was like telling me he wasn't gonna play with me anymore. He was gonna leave, and then he got all concerned that he couldn't talk to me down here, and well, now I'm alone. So I guess I try and explore on my own now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. What happens now? Whoa. We're playing Gmod now? I think it's probably just similar assets. It's very dark. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about that. It's still very broken. Right. Just straight up pieces of wool everywhere. And never-ending corridors. Weird. Kind of scared. Kind of want to go back to freedom. To the first ending. Where everything was safe. I mean, I know I just said that I can't see and it's dark, but that light is ominous. This is starting to feel a lot more like a horror game again. What is all that? Hello? I am genuinely scared right now. What the? So low res. entirely sure what to do. Gotta be honest with you. Okay. I guess that's not anything. Whoa.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Let's get straight into it, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Well, that's different. I'm going to ignore that. I actually have plans to do
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
something completely different, which still means we're going to disobey the narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'll see you guys when we get to
Wow.
the choice.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Today, we're giving the narrator a chance. We're going to take the red door.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I didn't say when we're going to take the red door, though.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Not this time either.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright, fine, the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Well, that was weird. That's an infinite black void, narrator. I've got to see what happens. Okay, that's what happens. Okay, fine. I'll trust you.
What do we want? What
Pancakes?
are we looking for?
Pancakes? Whoa.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Wow, pretty. Quite blinding as well, actually. I can't help but notice this though. Whoa. That is quite pretty. Okay. Got my attention.
Wait. Where are you going?
But there's also a door here. Sorry. Gotta explore. What's that? There's a little kid's drawing. That's different. I've never seen that before.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What's wrong with the stairs? I'm not gonna fall off his railings. See? Perfectly safe. Perfectly shakily.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Very shaky. Narrator?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh. Oh.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Oh
now,
no.
Can we please get back to the other room?
You know when you play Minecraft and you've got keep inventory on, you just don't feel like trying to find your way out of that cave? Sometimes it takes a few attempts.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I feel so bad.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Oh my God.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
I am... This is the second episode I felt horrible for the narrator. Rule of three. Oh?
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
My heart is breaking. Oh, I feel so bad for the narrator. It's taken a longer time to get up these stairs as well. Definitely injured.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh my God. I've got to get back there. I need to make things better. Wow, I'll see you guys when we're done. Well, when I'm done getting there, but you know, I'll see you guys then. I've just paused because I've realized we're in the meeting room and I've already got new dialogue.
It was something deeper, something darker.
So I think I'm going to record from here actually. Just because things may be different.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
He was definitely about to start another sentence then as well. I should have stayed around a bit longer.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's go get myself a fine.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I feel so bad, but I want to make sure I get every single ending possible. I really want to play this game to the fullest.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, let's go for it.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Still pancakes. But this will do.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
I'm sorry.
No, wait. Where are you going?
But it's okay, because I'm not doing that again.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Alright, narrator, I'll do what you say. We'll stay away from the stairs.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Wow. So pretty. Let's go back.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Just
You
one
heard me
little
before,
time.
didn't you? You will die. What
Just
about this
one
isn't
time.
getting through to you?
Just a little bit of time.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please,
Get up
Stanley,
and go.
stay. Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Of course we can. I just wanted a little break, you know? Let's go back, see what's going on. Wow.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I'm sorry, but I gotta move.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Up we go again.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I'm interested to see how the room
Yes.
changes.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Wow. Feels like VR
I know
for some reason.
you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Can also see that I want to talk to you more.
No, perhaps not.
My walking is painfully slow.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Last few episodes were a little bit depressing, so how about we do something a bit different. I want to figure out what the narrator's on about when he refers to a girl in our lives. I want to go see what that's all
All
about.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I'm going to go to that place where he first mentions it. Wait. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was different, wasn't it? It's not just me being crazy. We didn't even have to go through the meeting room.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I mean, I meant not the meeting room, the second office building. It was all very different.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I didn't. I never will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's hear him out this time, shall we?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
So let's see if we can find out.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Let's find out more about this her. By entering the void again?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
So, we unplugged the phone last time, and I was actually trying to wait for the 15 seconds that the demo room said to, but I'm just going to pick it up.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't have a loving wife? Oh no.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press M on your keyboard. Do I have to? I guess this is what my job is, right? Alright, let's press M.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press Z. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Hello,
now
wife.
He's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press and wait. That's not how that was before. There was this over there. Oh no, this room's gonna start going all crazy on me, isn't it?
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Wifey, things are looking a bit weird. Press G to watch TV. Yeah, sure, let's go and stand where my sofa should be.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with the boys. Yes, spend some time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This isn't going well. Let's prepare dinner then.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh,
world,
no.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The kitchen seems to have disappeared. Tell your kids a story. This room's starting to look a lot like my office. Not gonna lie. There's filing cabinets, desk, the clock. No, let's tell a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I feel like she's giving me the side eye. Oh no, tell your wife you love her. I love you, wifey.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press Z to go to sleep. Yeah, I'd love to. That bed looks quite comfy, actually. Not more comfy
and
than
I'm
a
trying
desk.
to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I like disobeying the narrator, so...
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press Z to question, I think.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Yeah, I wonder if there are any more branches past from that.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh, that's different. Oh, okay. No, this isn't good. It's changing the start now. Hey, no, wait, this is back to where it was. We'll get to the new content eventually. Leave me be. Love him there in that lounge.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Okay.
But eager to
Existential.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I will never take that door. I want to see what happens if you do as he says.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Whoa.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'll see you guys when we make that choice.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
As you say, I won't do it. I'm not going to press the button. I'm not going to be at work in the morning. I'm going to stay at home, not go to my office. I maybe have a wife that I'm going to tell that I love her and kiss her, and I'm going to raise my kids, and I'm not going to go back to work.
Shortly after, Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Hey, that's the phone, right? I was on my way back there because of a failed ending. I thought maybe what would happen if you didn't press the button like he says to not do, and nothing happened. I just sat there waiting for 2 minutes, got bored, and decided to press the button and just got the ending again. So I just left the office, as you see, and I got a new bit of text there, so that's cool. I'm just going to keep going unless I get new dialogue, and I'll see you guys back at the phone.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
That is proof.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm not falling for your tricks again. I'm not answering that phone. I'm not going to unplug it either. I'm going to sit here and wait and see if that ending is still in the game. Just got to wait 15 seconds. Not doing anything at all. Let the call ring out. Gotta give up eventually. Right? Surely it's been 15 seconds by now. Okay, I'm guessing that's not in the game anymore, right? It's been way more than 15 seconds. I'm going through back that heckness again. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was slightly depressing. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.